revolutionary shit. But any type of crazy movement, it's gonna get real crazy.
We got an special interview with Rashad Jamal. First question we got for you, Rashad Jamal. Rashad Jamal, what inspired you to become a leader in the last few years?
I'm inspired by the state of our planet and what I see when I go to like the trenches, the neighborhoods. Like, it's not like when I look at my people, like I look at what's going on in the what they call the urban areas, those environments, like, because that's where the healing is needed at. Like the healing isn't needed. The healing not needed in the communities where they was already going to church. Even though we know God, Jesus ain't real. But the people, like I always say, the people that was going to church, or they was a part of religion or Islam, any form of that, they was still on a right vibration more than people like myself or others that was stripping, come from selling drugs, come from, being the scums of the planet. So we still got that going on. So that's like literally like when I see homeless people, when I ride and I see my people on the corner, when I see the single parent moms, when I see the guys steady catching cases going to jail, or they can't see their kids, or they end up with bad goddesses. When I see the young guys, they feel like they all they could be is basketball players or rappers, or we could be science, we could be whatever we want to be. We everything. We don't even need to be nothing that's in none of them categories that they even giving us, like any of them stigmas. So that's what inspired me to really, step on the forefront like that.
All right, Rashad Jamal. So, what's one thing you recommend to a new beginner starting their spiritual journey? Someone who's just brand new starting the spiritual journey. What's one thing you recommend, Rashad Jamal?
First, do shadow work. Shadow work. Like, the first thing is shadow work. Shadow work is when you work, you realize the wrong things you've done in your life. It's the things that we did wrong in our life that hold us back. It's those things where we feel guilty, the feelings of, that's when depression kicks in. We all have regrets, you know what I'm saying? So when you get on your spiritual journey, the first thing you got to do is accept that lower part of you. Like, you got to love yourself past the pain, you know what I'm saying? You more than what meets the eye. So anybody get on a spiritual journey, don't rush into like just trying to, jump to the highest level of quantum physics or something. Just start basically with doing your shadow work, doing your basic shadow work. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help you to understand the truth about yourself first, because everything starts and ends with you. So if you do your basic shadow work, you know what I'm saying? See, we got 12 in reversal and shit, revolutionary shit. But any type of crazy movement, it's going to get real crazy out here, my son. Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, like, start with your shadow work. You know what I'm saying? Work on yourself. Don't be afraid to admit the imperfections within yourself. Once you do that part of yourself, then you placing yourself in position to go to the next level, which is to start meditating and cleansing out your aura. You know what I'm saying? Cleansing out your aura field. So that's what I would recommend to anybody that's going on their spiritual journey, one step at a time. It's just like when you go in the gym. You wouldn't go in the gym and just immediately jump under 550-pound weights. You wouldn't do that. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't do that at all. So that ain't how you do it with your journey. One step at a time.
All right, Rashad. So you preach unity. You do preach a lot of unity. How important is unity right now in order to raise the collective consciousness?
It's very important. You know what I'm saying? Unity is very important because at the end of the day, you see the police sitting right here. They the ops. Even though like those ones right there, they being cool and shit. That system in itself is the oppressor, because they work to protect the agenda of the oppressors who took everything from us, our land, our ancestors, everything, bro. It's our land. So at the end of the day, we are being oppressed. And then, the police, they ain't shit but the security guards to enforce that, or the IRS to make you pay them taxes on land that's yours. So, we got to stay in the chaotic energy mode, and we got to understand that it's always a war at all times. When you get on your journey, the war doesn't end. It's a physical war. When you're not on your journey, it's a physical war. But once you get on your spiritual journey, it's a physical and it's a spiritual war. So you got to understand that, and that's really what it is, though.
All right, so Rashad Jamal, with all the responsibility you got right now, how do you deal with all the hate and controversy on the internet?
That's a good question, man. I be ready to really go back to my lower self sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. It's to the point where I don't even want to read comments no more, cause comments is energy, right? And I don't want to use the word pride, but I consider myself to be a real one. So I'm not the type that put a post up and then people comment and I don't engage with them. Like, everybody, these the guys and goddesses, are these human beings or whoever. So I respect every person commenting. So I used to always read the comments. But then now it's to a point where it be so much negative bullshit sometimes. I could get 1,500 comments where it's all love, and then get to that one comment, a motherfucker say something silly. and your whole frequency will change. So now it's at the point where it's like I'm not even really reading comments no more. I'm just hitting like. Just I don't like them bitches, like the comments. But like, I mean, it's crazy when it's coming from multiple individuals, cause I'm already into it, them, the system. So when it's coming from multiple individuals on the internet, I'm like, man, we doing the same. I'm doing the same thing y'all doing. So it really don't make sense to me. But I know it's COINTELPRO. I just let it out through the music, and I continue to lecture and just live in my call. And ain't nothing gonna stop. Ain't nothing gonna stop what the ancestors put me here to do.
Right.
Just to increase the frequency of their planet, enlightening and form. And I already know what comes with that. Anytime you take the step to tell truth, you become a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's the 3T effect. You discover truth. Once you discover truth, you become overzealous. You want to spread the truth because you thirsty. You want to wake everybody up to this truth. And then once you start spreading truth, that's when you become the threat. Because now you feeding that back to your people. You feeding them. You feeding them. You feeding them. So when you feeding all this back to your people, now they going and spreading this truth. They going and taking this back to home and they kids and this and that. So once you get to that point, you get what we got going on now. You get everybody start coming together. Everybody start seeing it for what it is. And now the individual that's trying to spread all that truth, they become the target. So then the target placed on your back is you the truth spreader. Like anybody that ever did all through history. That's all through history, right? This ain't nothing new. They did this shit with Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Nat Turner, Gabriel Prosser, Toussaint L. Overture. We can even go as recent as when Pac was talking what he was on. That's why they killed him. Nipsey Hussle, Dr. Sebi, XXX, when he got to talking about frequency in the music and like it's always they put the target on your back once you start. Bob Marley, and they come different ways. Like Bob Marley was waking people up through the music. They ain't gotta come shoot you. That's why like when people give me gifts, like I'll take the gift, but I'm still leery because remember that's how they got Bob Marley. Like they slid up with a CIA agent who came and gifted him some shoes. And then in one of them shoes, they had put a needle in the shoe, and the needle had the dis-ease on it. So when Bob Marley got the shoes, they knew he liked shoes. He put the shoe on and pricked his toe with the needle. At the time it happened, he didn't think it was nothing. But as months went on, that little prick, that needle had that dis-ease on it that they planted on it. And that once it pricked his blood, it went in his bloodstream, and it eventually grew to more, and then he died, right? So like, I'm always aware of those type of stories. I already know what comes with this shit. So that's why I had a look I be having in my eyes. That's why I'm 24/7 on point. That's why, because I ain't going to stop raising the frequency of the planet. It's a full-fledged war. And I ain't going to back down from the system. I ain't never back down from my people. So when I was in the streets gangbanging, it hurt my own people. Now that I know the truth, why would I back down from like them? You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If they cool, they cool. Like when I walked up, they was cool. They like, man, we chilling. But, I ain't going to never see them and fear them like I used to. Because it's like you fear that. You fear you be like, you don't want to go to jail, but then it's like, you ain't got to go to jail if you don't want to go to jail. Okay, jail is a voluntary thing, you know what I'm saying? If you let them kidnap you, then, hey. Yeah, if I ain't did nothing, you ain't kidnapping me nowhere.
From your personal perspective, what is the most important chakra to focus on?
The root chakra.
The root chakra.
Yeah, because the root chakra is so powerful, like, and it's literally the opposite of the highest version of yourself. Mm-hmm. So the root chakra, if you look at the root chakra, it sits at the bottom of you, right? And then you got the crown chakra. Now the crown chakra is the highest version of self, but we get caught up, we forget that it's literally the twin. It's the twin of your crown chakra, right? So with it being the twin of your crown chakra, what that means is it has a strong hold on your spiritual side too. So your root chakra has a habit of always wanting to pop up, Hey, how you doing? Your root chakra, we love you too. Keep the raw footage too. Keep the raw footage like this.
I'm doing good. Happy to see y'all. I know. Look, I'm already festive.
Don't let me go.
Look, I'm on vacation. Y'all don't even know I work so hard. Look, I made my own vacation. This is my vacation.
So we out here with the guy. We doing an interview right now, but this my sister. You guys, the guys and goddess, they pulling up. But yeah, I mean, that's the main thing, y'all. Understand that that's the twin. It's the twin. It's the twin of you. It's your evil twin. So your lower self it's gonna always show itself to you because it's a very important part of you. So the most important chakra that one should work on is the root chakra, which is why when you think of meditation, you're gonna always see somebody sitting down like this.
Yeah.
But now, if you don't understand mudras and mantras and the point of meditation, that's why they've always showed you that you're supposed to meditate really standing up. You're only supposed to sit down when you're working on the root chakra. But because it's so important, when a person think about meditation, they literally gonna think about somebody sitting down, legs folded like this. You know what I'm saying? So the root chakra to me would be the most important chakra that you gotta work on, because there's power in the root chakra too. Each chakra got power too. It ain't just like no chakra is like bad for you. No chakra is bad to you. It's just that each chakra has an energetic standpoint that aligns with certain energies. So you have to work on those chakras. But if you can find balance, the main thing is finding balance. Finding balance, duality, everything. So I would say for me, everybody got their own, right? For me, it might be the root chakra. For God, it might be the crown. For you, it might be the solar plexus. But at the end of the day, what I want to be understood is this. You know, each and every single person is going to have their own version of truth as well, because the ancestors work through us all. We are all divine beings. So this is why I never challenge other intellects or nobody's intellects or what they're being told. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's the root chakra. You know?
Okay, so Rashad Jamal, you posted something on Twitter. You said being woke does not mean you're broke. Being woke doesn't mean be broke.
Hell no.
And you heavily believe, you feel that, you know, when you have a lot of wealth, that's the currency. So can you elaborate on this to people who don't understand the benefits of spiritual currency and the money energy?
Yeah, that's like all lies. Like, yeah, definitely being woke don't make you broke. Like, I think maybe because I always get online and I'm so humble and down to earth, people used to send me with no clothes on or looking like right now. Look, I got paint on my legs. You know what I'm saying? Because once paint in the house, if you was paying attention over there, paint all on my feet, legs. I got these, my look. But I dress like this to be comfortable. That don't mean that I'm broke because I'm dressing like that. It's something that didn't work. Y'all just come as I am, and then if like when people start to see me do little things, then they like, oh, he fake woke, because out of to them they like, okay, well he got money. But if you first start following me, you had already knew I had money. It's hella pictures of me flashing money. If you just go way back when I was on a different vibration, so it ain't like no money. I got pictures from 2010 on Facebook and I'm flashing money. Like that's what we used to do. So I don't even flash money or none of that. But a lot of people started feeling like that when I took the picture on the I-8 flashing. I only did that because people on the internet was talking shit. And that was my way of being proactive. I didn't want to go pull up, or I didn't want to go take that energy and do something negative. I had to let it out. So what I do? I shot a video, and then the next weekend I shot another video. So, but like, no, when you far as being woke has nothing to do, that don't mean you got to be broke. You got to remember, first and foremost, like look at me for them. I got crystals on. One of the guys where he at? I'll pour God on real quick on my own this interview so they can see, man. But they need to see his work. You do this. But look, these are the crystals I normally wear, right? But God gifted me this last night, right? I liked it because it kind of take it back to the full essence of how we is. Like, we always was adorned in crystals. Diamonds are crystals. These are crystals. It's a diamond ring, but these are crystals. So if I got diamonds on, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't look at like, well, he fake woke. Because if I got no diamonds on and I got crystals on, you like he woke. But if I put my diamonds in, you like he fake woke. But you so fake woke that you don't even understand that motherfucking diamonds is crystals. So at the end of the day, it's just the lowest form of crystal. So yeah, I'm going to get, I always say that, I can manifest more with this and with these and with these than I ever could with this or these. These ain't go, diamonds is the lowest quartz. Okay, the most powerful quartz is the clear quartz. You can manifest anything with the clear quartz. Just hold it to the sun, say what you gotta say. Thus it shall be fact. And then use the clear quartz to power other crystals. So it can power every other crystal. Like you want to set a clear quartz in the middle and put your other crystals around it to give them the supercharge. It's like a supercharge to any crystal you got, clear quartz. But a diamond is a quartz. It's a part of the quartz crystal. It's just the lowest. Just like gold, this is gold. Gold is more shinier than this copper, but this copper is more powerful than this gold. Gold is a lower form of copper. You know what I'm saying? It's a lower form of copper. But they had to, flip it in our brain to make us think that gold is worth more than copper. So that we wouldn't be out here trying to use copper again. We'd be chasing gold. You know what I'm saying? So, like, people got to go back and look at ancient times. We are gods and goddesses, so we always had. We didn't lack. That's why we work now. Because we used to have it. We used to have it. So like I was saying, we get up every day and we go, we going at it full steam because we used to have it. But we never lacked, though. We never lacked. If I'm saying we gods and goddesses, a god is higher than a motherfucking king. You know what I'm saying? That's why I teach. I'll never call a black male a king. I'm actually insulting him because he's higher than the king. He's a god, right? I'll never call her a black or Latino feminine energy. I would never call her a queen. She's higher than a queen. She's a goddess, right? Now, if I meet a human being, to show them respect, I'll say, peace, queen. Because that's what she would be at her highest essence. I meet a white male, peace, king. You know what I'm saying? If he's a high vibrational human being, that's respect to the species. But when you look at us, we was always adorned and defined as everything. We always had everything. Even when people want to do their Egyptian research, you go back to Mansa Musa, like people like to talk about him, and other you're going to see, or you always talk about all this wealth and this gold and this silver. We always had all that. So I think we put ourselves, we so used to lacking that we associate lacking with being woke. Like what woke mean, I'ma stand in the grass all day and be in the sun broke as fuck. No, that's not woke, because now you're not being real with the levels. You got physical realm and spiritual realm. You got the physical realm, you got the spiritual realm. If you're a god or a goddess, you're supposed to dominate each realm. So if you on your highest vibration in the physical realm, it's gonna show physically around you and your blessings, right? When you're on a low vibration, no blessings gonna come your way. You gonna be in. I know when I was on my lowest vibration, I was broke, sleeping in my car. So when I begin to rise to who I really am, then blessings flow. Like the elder was saying earlier, literally, he just said this earlier. Literally, that's how it works. Like if you walk in your divine call and you're sending out all this energy, right? Just think, I'm gonna use myself as an example. I'm giving out all this energy. That registers in the motherfucking universe. So why wouldn't I be blessed? You know what I'm saying? Why I'm blessing, we're in the universe. So you think the ancestors ain't gonna bless me? Yeah, they gonna bless me to show everybody that's listening who they sent me to help wake up, to be their example of what you're supposed to do. So that don't mean that you put it in your mind like, oh, I'm living for money. That don't mean that, because money is simply energy. But at the same time, you shouldn't be content with being broke, because broke represents lack. And when you lack and you're not at your God state, you're not supposed to lack mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, none of that. Because broke ain't just broke. First off, we already wealthy. All right? The true riches is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right? You got $1 million, and if you don't have that, you broke as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about no money. It's more about your energy. Your energy of understanding what you are. And you carry that with you and you move a certain way. So yeah, like everybody on the internet with all that, oh well, if you got any form of wealth, then you fake. Whoa, that's not common sense. When we all get off the motherfucking phone, you got a phone bill to pay. You got gas to put in the car. You got shit to do. And the only way we can get gangster and be like, you know what, fuck all this, it's our land. Let's kill the police, because the only thing stopping us from getting our land back will be the police. The people that make the law ain't finna come do shit. That's why they hire the police, the CIA, the FBI, and the Army. So if we want the land back, that's what we gotta go through. We gotta go to war with the Army. Are we ready to go to war with the United States Army? Are we ready to go to war? I am. But most people ain't really like that. Really, they still just learning this shit, right? You know, so at the end of the day, okay, so we not gonna just war like that. Then we gotta war a different way. We gotta be strategic. Okay, so let's war and step back from their system. Okay, that's y'all monetary system. Okay, we're gonna just dominate y'all and y'all shit. We're gonna come off y'all jobs, which is y'all legal slave plantations, and we just start our own businesses and barter system with each other. You know what I'm saying? So as we barter system with each other, now we can go ahead and buy some land. But guess what? We can buy the land we want. Once we buy the land, they still coming. Cause they got the land. Now they gonna find another reason to come. Like they did like they did our ancestors when they called us Indians. So if you look at history shows you that listen, man, you can go get all the wealth you want, bro. They coming, bro. They coming. You can make $1 million right now. They gonna come and be like, man, taxes. They gonna want that. They gonna eat that up, and taxes gonna eat a lot of that up. So you gotta understand, like, the only way to really make a change is you're gonna have to get some form. You're gonna have to get some form of currency so that you can make changes in that manner, right? For example, like when I go back, me and my wife, and we passing out thousands to the homeless in Atlanta. How the fuck could we bless them if we ain't do what we had to do to get that? So it's like you want to use that currency of that to be a blessing to your field, and use it to, you know, like for example, we putting out music, so we pushing a message, and through that costs money, but that money is being invested to push a message. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help wake a motherfucker up. That wasn't finna sit through no motherfucking 3-hour lecture. Like, bro, I'm not finna sit here and listen to this dude talk all motherfucking day, all greasy and shit. Everybody don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get the message to the people that don't want to receive it that way. Like, you know, so that's why I say. You know what I'm saying?
You are very known for practicing polygamy. Yeah. What are some of the benefits of practicing polygamy?
I'm being real true. I haven't had a chance to really practice polygamy yet. That's a good question. I really haven't had a chance to practice it yet, because I only got one wife. I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep it real up rich. I done had threesomes before. That ain't really polygamy though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's a threesome. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. It's a threesome. It wouldn't be polygamy, right?
Okay, for someone who has like practiced polygamy, what can you say you feel like are the benefits of having multiple wives?
I mean, I practice polygamy. I just ain't got a second wife. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
it's coming, right? Yeah.
It definitely in divine timing. You know, but the benefits is different for both. Because, you know, it's certain tribes that practice polyandry, which I don't even talk about. You know, you have polygamy, which is when a guy has multiple wives. You got polygamy, which is if me and my wife both, if she had her own husband and I had my own wives, that's polygamy. And you got polyandry, which is when one guy has had multiple husbands. So you got polyandry, polygamy, and polygyny. You know, polygamy is when a guy has multiple wives. Polygamy is when they're a married couple. They married, but they both still got other husbands and wives. And polyandry is when a goddess has multiple husbands. So however you living, that's on you. As long as your frequency right. Me personally, I would say for a god, the benefits of a goddess. Okay, I'm gonna start with the goddess first because the goddess was first. So the benefit of a goddess practicing polygamy is this: the sisterhood. The sisterhood. Most goddesses they have a child, and their mama didn't raise them right. There's a lot their mama didn't even tell them. Now they got this child and they suffering with that. They missing that sister. She probably got a sister, but her sister ain't her sister. Her friend, her sister type shit, you know? So like the sisterhood of polygamy allows a goddess to have that like that. How goddesses be, they naturally like on some best friend shit, touchy feel. You know how goddesses be. They all, hey girl, let me fix your lashes. You know, we ain't on none of that. We like, peace, God, what it do? We ain't all in each other's face like, man, let me fix your beard, bro. You know, they gonna do all that, right? So, they gonna do all that. So, hold on, can we rotate the camera? Because I want them to see us right here. Like, benefit is the sisterhood. You know, they don't have to do it alone. Because it's things that she can have one God, but he's not feminine energy. So he's not gonna be able to support her in certain areas that her friend would, right? That's also feminine. So the goddess gets the sisterhood. So say she do have a child with this God, she ain't raising that child alone, because she got another sister, a sister wife that's helping her as well as the God. And then when her and the God not seeing eye to eye on certain things, that other sister wife is able to jail that because her and the goddess is on a certain frequency. He might not agree with. I might be disagreeing with my wife, with my wife, and then my other wife is able to step in and be like, well, let me give you a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like the benefits of the goddess. Also, she don't have to worry about nobody cheating on her. She ain't got to worry about that, because a lot of times if you suppress that in your God, he not gonna say shit. I'm just different because I'm gonna be like real and say what it is. Most guys ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that easy. They gonna be like, they ain't even gonna listen to you like that. They might just act like they listening to you. You know what I'm saying? But they really not hearing shit you saying. You know, they'll let you talk all day. You know what I'm saying? I know I got too many homies like that. You know what I'm saying? They'll just let you talk. So you gotta understand, like, the benefit for that goddess is like, you wanna have that stability with your God. You don't even have to worry about no other goddess, right? I know you don't want to share. You looking like I don't want to share no dick. You think about the wrong thing. You looking at it from the lowest frequency. Like, this shit ain't got nothing to do with no sex. It's about a tribe. It takes a village to raise a child. It can't never just be one. Literally a village. So that's not just a saying. We used to be a tribe. So it was villaged. The way we moved, like, it wasn't just the father and the dead. It was a village, which it takes a village, literally. So, like, a lot of goddesses, the only thing they struggle with with the gods is that genuineness of knowing is he gonna stay loyal to them forever. Polygamy kills that urge, because if you tell your God, listen, you can have another wife, you'll be surprised. He might be like, man, I'm cool, because I can't deal with two of y'all. But if you suppress the wings, he gonna spread them bitches regardless in some form, shape, way, or fashion, right? Now, the benefit for the God is this. The benefit for him is, it really is like chess, you know what I'm saying? You know, one queen is powerful, right? Because a goddess can move anywhere. She can get places you cannot get. She can get in rooms you can't get into. She can destroy your enemy in a way you never could. If you got an enemy, the best person to send your enemy would be feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna see masculine energy coming. He ain't gonna never see no feminine. I watch goddesses more than I watch a god. I don't be worried about no god set me up. I'm gonna worry about a goddess, because that's who you gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? They sneakier. You know what I'm saying? They're more, you know, a goddess ain't gonna do like that, but the low vibrational females would. So the benefit for the god, like, is understanding how powerful a goddess really is. And if you understand that, you understand like, yes, if you got one goddess, you powerful. But imagine two, that's chess. That's two queens on the board. That's two queens. That's two queens on the board who fucking with you. You got two queens on one board. One queen can move anywhere. You got two queens. So if I got two queens on the board, which you can get multiple queens in chess. If I got two queens on the board, if you make it to the other side, if you in chess, if you make it to the other side of your opponent, you could get queen, you can get another queen, right? So if I got two queens on the board, that queen ain't gonna never let this queen get took. I don't give a fuck if you got a bishop over there in the cut, you got a rook waiting for me. I got two queens. You know what I'm saying? They going everywhere. Now if I got three queens, you don't stand a chance. Yeah, man, you don't stand a chance. Now it's just about having that unity. So if you build it, you understand the strength of a goddess. It's like she brings so much more to the table than her vagina, than her coochie lips. Like that's like the least of what she brings. You know what I'm saying? She gonna watch and see and feel in ways you can't. She gonna support you in ways no God ain't gonna support you. You a guy, you need feminine energy. Cause you all day, you masculine. You need that feminine energy, you need that. You know, and then you need to populate. As a guy, you should be having as many kids as you can. Guys, we supposed to have about 50, 60, 100 kids, man. That's a fact. You know why? You got thousands of semen just filling up your testicles every day, them seeds. You think you got all that shit in you just to sit in you or just to release it when you see some nice legs? No, that's in you to populate, spread, populate the planet. You're here to be fruitful and multiply. You carry the seeds. You're the original geneticist carrier because she got the egg. So she only got 300, only got 300 eggs. That mean, even if they didn't tamper with our genetics, she could only have 300 kids. You can have tens of thousands of babies, man. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. Because if you can have 4 with her, 3 with her, 6 with her, 2 with her, 3 with her, 2 with her, 1 with her. Now imagine if you go have a baby with 100 guys, that's 100 kids that you can have. She can't do that. She only got so many eggs. She's limited because that's the way she designed herself. She designed herself to only carry so many. You know what I'm saying? She created you. She made you the seed carrier as the God. So the main benefit for a God is populating. You want to keep your genetics going. You want to keep that